Alright, hey guys, CBAG0, and I'm doing another RD2L group stage. No, not group stage. Yeah, it is group stage cast, right? Yeah, it is group stage cast week 2. Slightly out of it. It's been a while since I've been casting. Finals week and everything on top of it. But anyways, it's take two tangos. Take two takes two to tango. Oh, there we go. Takes two to tango versus cleanup crew. Both teams I've not seen in action yet. I do recognize some players. I think I've seen. Oh, definitely seen Remorse play. Jora. I've seen his name around. I don't know anybody from cleanup crew, unfortunately. But this will be interesting to watch. Especially since Remorse is playing in it. He is the lead admin of RD2L. He's actually with Chip. But that gets into a whole nother story. Anyways, I look forward to this. This is not a best of two. It's just like two games, not really best of two, because you can't really get a best of two unless you just 2-0 a team. But it is kind of like the new system that we have, the point system. It determined the reason why we implemented I think it's a Swedish system. What's it called? Switzerland, whatever it's called. We implemented it to try to get some fairer matches. People last season were complaining about how they were just complete stomps. So hopefully the Swiss system works out well. But they pick up the Venomancer first. I personally, when I draft, I don't draft for my team, but when I draft, I like to pick up the supports because it just doesn't tell too much about what your team plans are. Venomancer, he can stop the push, start the push, can get some warding out there. It's when you have a Venomancer pushing with you, it's easier to not get smoke ganked because you can throw out a Plague Ward. They did nerf the vision of it a little bit, but Cleanup Crew, I think they do the right response. They pick up a support of themselves, another strong one. It's a Crystal Maiden. I really like the Arcane Aura. We'll see what kind of build she goes into. In general, we'll have to see what kind of heroes they pick. If they pick a bunch of mana-intensive heroes, definitely Crystal Maiden is pretty strong. And I think Crystal Maiden is one of the better heroes. And Frostivus, or that new game mode, I actually really enjoy playing it. And I've only played Crystal Maiden, and I played Omni Knight, but he was kind of either I sucked dick with him, or he's just a bad hero. I don't know, but it's most likely the earlier one. But anyways, with the Crystal Maiden, look for other comboers. We might look for like a Frostbite into an arrow with the Mirana. We could look, with one of these teams might pick up the Visage if they have a strong Visage player. But of course, finding a good Visage player is really, really hard. Still, with the second pick, they could go with the core here. We're not exactly pros, so it's really hard to pick up a core hero so early on because you could get countered pretty hard. But they go with the Tempersol. I really like this pick. Though he has fallen out in a competitive scene, he's still a very strong hero with that pure damage. Venomancer is definitely one that could die quickly. Alchemist, if he doesn't have his chemical rage up, he could get bursted down easily as well. But still, I like the Alchemist pick. The reason is, first of all, he does a pretty good combo job with the Venomancer. We're not sure if he's a farmer. He could be that tri-lane farmer. He could be that mid lane as well. They could look to run 2-1-2, and that wouldn't be too bad at all. Of course, you have to be careful. If it is Timbersaw can like shred you if they don't do the zoning correctly. Venomancer's attack range is actually not that long. It's like 500, 550 or something like that. It's really not that big, and it's actually a pain. To be honest, I don't like playing Venomancer in a tri-lane. I'm a support player, maybe not the best one, probably one of the worst RD2L support players out there, but I gotta say, it's not easy to go harass someone with a much longer range for the supports, like Rubik, for example. If you get into a harassing war with Rubik early on in levels, because level 1 you're not going to get Poison Sting. You'll almost never get Poison Sting level 1. You almost always will get Venomous Skill unless you can get the Plague Ward for like one last hit and they're too far away. But that's very situational. We'll see how it goes. I'll be interested. I'll be keeping an eye out to see what kind of skill build this Venomancer goes. But Doom gets banned out. This might be saying something about what they plan on picking. Possibly they can go with the Weaver, because Weaver is still in a pull, and Doombringer actually wrecks Weaver pretty easily, shuts him down, especially early game or mid or even like whatever. Doombringer just is that good. And he could go jungle. Takes two to Tango. Also takes out Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet did get a nerf. but he's still that damn annoying hero. I just played one in a ranked matchmaking game. If you guys are interested in my matchmaking rating, I'm not gonna tell you because it's actually not out yet. I've not explored through it completely. I played one game and I've had a good experience with it, but that's because I won. Obviously, if I was getting wrecked, I wouldn't be too happy about that. But anyways, OD gets the following pickup. Cleanup crew picks up the OD. I like this. It does leave a bit of room for It Takes Two to Tango to try to counter him. They could look to get another support. If they can get one more support that helps to go gank this OD, it would be very nice. If they can get a stunner, for example, Vengeful Spirit with the Venomancer might be good enough. The stun for the Vengeful Spirit, I think, not too long ago, got range added. No, never mind. JK about that. But Luna gets picked up. So this tells us one thing. Alchemist will shift into a mid role, or he can go into the support role. But then again, they could also run the 2-1-2. I expect Takes Two to Tango will probably run the Alchemist as a support. This is a pretty deadly tri-lane, I have to say. The reason is Luna can get the early levels and Lunar Blessing, and Venomancer's right clicks will now do a lot. And here we go. Here's an Undying pick. I really like the Undying pick. A lot of teams, well, a lot of my teammates don't really like it. Whoa, that's a really greedy lineup so far for Takes Two to Tango. But I'll get that too in a little bit. Undying. This is a really scary combination. If you look at it, Cleanup crew, they really know what they're gonna do. Here we're gonna get some decay stacks on the entire team. Once you get some decay stacks, it's much easier for Timbersaw and OD to just blow them up. OD drops the sanities and clips, does a lot of damage, and of course Timbersaw will just chase down heroes and pick off everyone else, throwing the Chakram, throwing the Timber Chain, throwing the Whirling Death. And CM actually is not too shabby either. You get the Crystal Nova and Freezing Field, and with the OD and Crystal Maiden, this team could sustain a push for a very, very long time. Undying, one of his biggest weakness is, or as any strength hero's weakness, is that you have no mana, like ever. You just, like, you throw out a decay, and then you wonder, oh, why don't I have, like, mana to get a Tombstone? Well, that problem will be fixed with the OD and with the Crystal Maiden. Anyways, Weaver gets picked up for Takes Two to Tango. So I'm assuming it's going to be Weaver solo with Venomancer, Alk, Luna in the tri-lane. Okay, well, the thing is, they're gonna want to get kills early on, but they have to be really careful. This is going to be almost definitely an aggressive try out of Cleanup crew. If anything, Takes Two Tango could look to go for aggressive try themselves, or just try to avoid the lane by doing some reverse psychology. So Takes Two to Tango. They're looking for a mid. Of course, they can always shift Weaver to mid if they want to. Clockwork is banned out, but that's okay. So Kunkka is going to be the pickup here. I should probably finish my thought. Takes Two to Tango needs a mid. I mean, they could go. Clockwork is still in the pull, so I would not be too mad if I saw him like go mid or off lane. Clockwork does not do well against OD. Unfortunately, Razor was banned out as well. So we'll see who Takes Two to Tango gets. Pugna's up in the pool, and he would wreck OD. He would cause a lot of problems to him, and Crystal Maiden would get a lot of damage and temper. I mean, all of these heroes would. Tanka, kind of, yeah. Well, yeah, because any combo hero will take a lot of damage. Even though Kunkka's a strength hero, do not underestimate the Pugna ward, especially if it's maxed out. But I don't expect Takes Two to Tango to pick him up. Puck is in a pull. Queen of Pain is. She got a very interesting buff. I actually don't think they put it in yet because it's 6.8 patch, but her ulti can disarm you now. Before, her ulti did like no damage super late game, but with the disarming effect, that's really, really nice. An AoE disarming effect that could really counter some carries. And I look forward to that. Let's see if it makes her competitively viable again. Anyways, with the Kunkka, that just adds to the AoE that they want. If they run the tri-lane with the Crystal Maiden, Undying, and Kunkka, this would be something to watch. They would need a lot of synergy. Although if you get the Frostbite with the Torrent, if you just put the Torrent just right, just I guess like slightly ahead of them where you expect them to run away, you should be able to get that. But ooh, that's a Tide Hunter. Okay, a Tide Hunter. Okay, so this I'm not sure what I can make of this. Okay, so it might be a 2-1-2 lane. So maybe with the Tidehunter Weaver bot lane and the Venomancer Luna top lane with the with the I don't know, with the Alchemist mid. Alchemist mid against OD, probably not the best idea. He won't have a good time at all. He has very low armor. Okay, all right. So I can't even guess what their lanes are going to be like. But they're showing that they want to run. Okay, aggressive tri lane. They really want to avoid it because I don't know if they actually can kill or if they have the advantage against this aggressive tri lane. And yeah, they're going for aggressive tri lane. They're not going to be too happy once they make it into lane and see that there's no one there. Yeah, it is a sexy set. Gotta say, clean up crew with that Kunga set. I'm very impressed. I actually don't know how to go into showcase mode. I need to figure that out pretty soon. And Remorse is right. No all chat. He could cause some forfeits there. I think he actually posted some about causing some forfeits. But yes, please avoid all chatting. It is slightly impolite. Take it pretty seriously. Yeah, professionals like to talk, but even then, I don't know. Just hold the rules, I guess. So they do have some wards. Just really want to protect themselves. I guess with this amount of warding, they really want to protect the tri lane, and why not? Timbersaw is going to go up against this tri lane. What are his chances of surviving? Should be very damn good. Well, actually, no. They have Lewis and Beam, and of course the Alchemist Stun to nail the Timbersaw. But we'll see what he goes. He's actually going to lane without a Stout Shield. I highly don't recommend this. I guess he doesn't realize it. I guess he was assuming that he was going to go against, I don't know, Weaver off lane. But okay, it's going to be a Tide off lane, mid. I don't think that's too bad. He'll never like have any mana. What was that? Was he's trying to swing and actually didn't get any damage off. He won't have any mana ever. Can't even gush, and he's not gonna have an easy time. He actually gets Quelling Blade and Stout Shield. I don't know why he did this. He's gonna run out of regen so quickly. Like the only thing he can get from this is like levels. He won't get super well. He's trying to get last hits, but it's not gonna be easy for him. Meanwhile, it's going to be a tri lane. The thing is, with the Undying, you almost want to go aggressively. You want to get kills early on. Otherwise, you're just going to lose out on so much. They don't have any detection. Holy crap, they don't have any detections whatsoever because they were not expecting to run into a Weaver. A nice dodge from this. Oh, this might be First Blood. Walnut is going to go down with one more Lucent Beam. And this is the problem. He doesn't go Stout Shield. He's not even level 2 yet. He's going to miss. Well, actually, he might get back in time for a full creep wave. But it's time for me to go to last hits and denies. Oh, crap. I forgot to pull up my pop filter. Hopefully, there's a pause and I can put that up. Okay, so they're going to get some lane switches. And I do need to look for my pop filter at some point. I'll have to remind myself. I keep forgetting I bought it too. And yes, this is exactly what they wanted. They did get the rotation. But it takes a lot of money to do that. They all like TP down here. It's a good amount, fair amount. You lose out on wards, you lose out on sentries, and this is the matchup they wanted. Even then, Timbersaw should have gotten a Stout Shield, even if he expected himself to go against a Weaver. And so where's my pop filter? Oh, I found it. I see where it is. Well, I can't miss out. Oh, it's a hasted Alchemist. He's not gonna go down. They do longest range broadest bite ever. I don't see him dying there. Still needs to be very careful. Kanga's going to get some splashes on Jorah. This will be pretty dangerous for both sides. If one of them gets caught out, of course, the Dire team could really focus them down. Tidehunter, this is what we were expecting. Having an ass of a time in this lane. I guess he just really wants his levels and to go ganky. He could die here. Maybe no. He gets out just fine. Stout Shield really helping out. In case top lane. Because Timbersaw is a slightly underleveled, Weaver might have an advantage in this lane. And looking at the CS chart, yes, he does. He's leading all. Timbersaw's only got 3 last hits. Meanwhile, let's see, what did they up the courier yet? No, can you up the courier? That's a question. Yes, you can. It should give a huge benefit, especially this side. He needs his bottom. Finally has his bottom. But his CS is just not good. 7-3. Oh, actually, not terrible. I was expecting OD to actually wreck him. But that's not the case. OD, what does he have coming? Does he have like a Here we go. Yeah, that's his bottle. That's actually, considering lane, I don't think OD needed to go bottle. That's not too bad, but Jorah might be in trouble. There's an Alchemist stun. There's a Torrent as well. Jorah will die with the splash damage, but Jimmy might as well. Here we go. One more right click. Where's another decay? Can just use the Soul Rip. Use the Soul Rip. Doesn't want to. Doesn't even care. He could go right here. Soul Rip. Soul Rip. One more damage. And right click from the CM. Gets the kill. There, the Torrent actually misses, but just barely. Still, tri-lane wipe. That's exactly what they wanted. They get the Tombstone out, and this is where, like, level 2 Undying is just so strong, and they get the tri-lane wipe even though they did the rotation, and this is what I was expecting. I thought this tri-lane for the radiant was stronger. Yes, you can focus down a hero easily with it takes 4 tangos. Yeah, I'll just call them 4 tangos. It's just easier. But that's okay. We'll see how this goes. Maybe the supports can start to look to rotate, but it's going to be very, very hard because Jorah won't be able to come in for last hits, and he actually has a stout shot, but it wasn't enough for him. Crystal Maiden. Ooh, I love this set. This is actually my favorite Crystal Maiden set, and I have it. I'm really happy to have it because I bought it and out of my own pocket money. But anyways, Weaver doing well. I actually moved down to that. I apologize. But Weaver leading all charts, and he's having a ball of a time. Timbersaw not so much. He still doesn't have a stout shield, right? I guess I don't know. It's really hard to say. Walnut will fall behind and has fallen behind. Remorse, or yeah, I think that's Remorse. Is bottle crowing maybe? Yeah, he's bottle crowing. There's a Midas. Who is it? It's for the Weaver player. Yeah, why not? He's having a really good time. He will have it really soon in about a minute. Remorse just trying to stop EXP. He is level 6 now. Now the issue is, what are you going to do with 13 mana points? Oh no, why? Remorse, you might die here. Oh, and will die. This is what I was expecting. I'm not sure what he was doing. He knew the OD was level 6, I guess, or just wasn't peeking. Got a little bit cocky, did not see it going, and gives up a kill mid. Or maybe maybe it's a next level play where you die, because when you come up, actually, do you even have your mana back when you revive? Let's see. I don't remember if the intelligence comes back at all. Yeah, you do. Oh my gosh. Maybe next level play where he dies on purpose so he can get his mana back. Then rotate bot. Yeah, here we go. He's rotating bot, and then get the Ravage off and get a tri-lane wipe, and that would be amazing. Is this actually physical damage? I think for some reason I read it where they said it was like physical damage, and actually killed. It could kill the zombies. Because that would be so next level. Tombstone gets thrown out, and Tide Ravage if it's physical. I believe they're turning it into physical. I'm not positive. And then if it's physical, you just take out all those little minion zombies. But Tidehunter really wants to go in. There's going to be, he's initiating. Here we go. Crystal Maiden. Alchemist actually stuns himself. CM sees him there, and now he's just going to back out. This is not so next level after all. They're trying to get the gush, but CM just juking in the jungle. He really wants to go in this Remorse. He's going to throw out the gush. No, he's not going to. He's just going to back up. There's a Midas up on the Weaver. Weaver doing a really good job. But mid lane was lost pretty bad. But that's just the nature of the matchup. Don't expect that to go well at all for him. Still, Tidehunter's going to have to go back to mid. Lost out on a lot on time. Didn't have to TP in. Probably should have asked for smoke from the 2 supports and then like wrap around through here. Yeah, if you guys can see the minimap. Okay. Yeah, for whatever reason I can't draw in the dark. Oh, wait. JK. Wait, what? Okay, finally. Here we go. So Fiery Ice, looking at him, he's got 19 less hits. It could always be better. Oh, Undying picks up Iron. I like that. Very helps a lot for tanking, helps a lot for sustaining pushes. Anyways, Fiery Ice, look, once the phase boots, he actually went Bracer first. That's not too bad. I guess you want some damage. But the 2 supports have rotated. Janitor gets spotted. Remorse, does he see him coming? Yes, he does, but not going to die because CM's going to take some damage for her troubles. Undying actually try to rotate. The thing about the rotation is you got to have Alita to try to like imprison him first and then go. Undying doesn't add too much for a gank. He's great for ganking like a group of people. For some reason, he's just not that good at ganking one person. In my opinion, anyways. In my honest opinion. He still needs a little bit of farm though. He does scale off really hard like him. Oh, Weaver. He's here. Hasn't got any levels in Swarm. He got his own nerf himself. So it's actually relatively big nerf. I don't know if I like it so much. It might actually hurt him. Basically, in 6.8, I don't think they've implemented it yet. In this, they only put for this patch. They only put in matchmaking and Frostivus, basically, and a little bit of changes to some heroes. But in 6.8, Weaver's bugs will not do full damage on the second Gemini attack. Gemini attack won't be that good. Instead, Gemini attack will only be 50% unless you get a swarm hit on it. Alchemist is going to stun himself again. Jimmy playing like Jo, right? Yeah, Jo was the guy that kept stunning himself not too long ago. But Weaver, Janitor trying to do something, but playing against a Weaver, I forgot who told me, but it is a good point to max out Frostbite because it does get you the optimal. The most efficient lockdown on the Weaver because you actually don't have too many ways of locking him down. You could get X marks a spot, but this Kunkka is not. He's just like, screw all y'all. I just want damage. I'm gonna be Sing level and just wreck everybody with the torrent and boat combo without even missing. Remorse actually throws the gush just for the heck of it. He wants that last hit. Really wants the blink dagger, I'm sure, but it's nowhere in sight. He might even want arcane boots. Jimmy is actually sitting in lane as well, sapping EXP. Luna is just not going to have... actually, they swapped the lanes a little bit. I should have realized that. So, Jorah is going to farm away against this Timbersaw. So, here's the thing. You're in a dilemma where you could push. Your team fight, I think, is superior to 4T's right now. If it was me, I wouldn't want to take it late game. Honestly, they could just push right now and go, but I guess they really want to farm. And there's actually a kill on the Weaver. Janitor nearly dies, but Weaver gets picked off and couldn't even use his Midas. Wow, that's a real shame. You lose out a bit on that. So we'll see how Jorah needs to be a bit careful. Although I think Timbersaw should be the one that's more careful because if he isolates himself against Jorah is just going to eclipse him and kill him really quickly. And is there any stacks for him? Vanik. I didn't actually introduce the player, so I probably should. Anyways, here we go. Janitor, the captain on cleanup crew, is playing this EM. Beautiful set. OD is being played by Elita or Elite. Mac. Undying is being played by Robo's Man. Kunkka is being played by Fiery Ice, and Timbersaw being played by Walnut. Are they going to make a dive? Yes, they're going to make a dive on this. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Remorse is in a lot of trouble trying to juke like a boss. It's a DD, OD, and you can't run from that. Then OD, Tide dies, Alchemist dies, and they take the tier 1 tower mid. Oh man, that's just so much damage. And he's going to go for mech. And yeah, that's good because no one else on the team. Well, Undying could, potentially. On the other side, for 4 Tangos, it's Jorah, the captain, playing on the Luna. Actually, that's a sweet set. Awesome. Ooh, takes a lot of damage. Vedmancer being played by Vanik. Tidehunter, Remorse. Alchemist is being played by Jimmy. And Weaver, it's player 704. And Fiery Ice might die here. Oh, nice soul rip right there on the backside. Oh, ultimate. This might be 2 kills right here. Undying is going to go down. I think, yeah, it doesn't matter. Nice rotation for Remorse. So many people were concentrated on that kill. But on the top lane, it was the Luna gets picked off. But that's actually not too bad. They finally get the Ravage off, although because the Ravage is down, they can't push this. Venomancer trying to throw his level 2 wards out as much as possible. This might have been a misclick. I'm not sure. But Venomancer not yet level 6. Alchemist, how is he doing? He's level 5. Not too good. Okay. Kunkka decides to go for the Midas. It is a bit late. Wait, what happened to his Bracer? Did he just sell his Bracer for a Midas? Okay, whatever. So he really wants the Midas. He sees that Weaver has one, so might go for his late game. 4T player, player 704. In a game like this, maybe BKB would be good. Lincoln Sphere, I mean, there's so many single target spells, like it just won't matter. BKB is, I think, infinitely, okay, not infinitely better, but a good deal better, in my opinion, in this situation. But keep in mind, I'm an amateur player. Oh my god, Jorah even pops the Eclipse. Is he going to get lucky? No, oh, what was that kill? Oh man, Vanik, he might die here. OD, is he really wanting to go in? He's trying to, Janitor, is trying to bait, Vanik was trying to bait out the Janitor, but Take it out. Walnut. Walnut. He does have arcane boots. Probably gonna go bloodstone. We'll see. He didn't exactly have a good start, so things could get worse. Weaver had a really great start. Let's actually take a peek at the net worth, and OD is leading all. He's gotten like a ton of kills. He's 4-0-1 and a couple towers in his pocket as well. It's like 3 tier 1 towers down already, and I like this. They seem to be pushing, but not overly aggressive. Tidehunter, what are Remorse? What the heck are you doing here? I can't even tell you what the heck he was doing there. Was he just trying to farm, trying to push the lane away? But he will go down, feeding his life away to the OD with his 5th kill. 1,400 gold in the bank, probably looking to get 4 staff, and later turn it into a Ginsu. Definitely be something worthwhile. Alchemist is running around with the Invis rune. Has 648 gold. He probably will go medallion. Although this team needs a mech, he could go mech. Venomancer also not doing too well for himself. Weaver is the only one on this team that has anything, and that anything is actually just a Midas. not the best. He does have 400 gold in the bank. Really wants to get the treads. Sorry about that. I gotta clear out my throat. Again, once that Tide Ravage, and they do have it. Is there any sentries whatsoever on this team? No. CM actually has dust. At least that's pretty sweet. Will they be able to get it? Alchemist got the stun. We'll get it on Janitor. Will they really go on this? Oh, OD is on the backside. He does have his ultimate. Watch out for the hammer, guys. They dropped the undying thing. Tombstone. Oh, Ravage on the Elita, but he might turn this around. Boat comes out. There's the mech as well. This is looking really bad. They clear out 2 really quickly. Luna will die. Venomancer will die. And Weaver, he might get out. Oh, he gets 1. They get 1 trade. But this is not looking too good. 704 will get out. Okay, Walnut. It seemed like Walnut almost knew he was there, but Weaver will get out just fine. Does have his shreds up, but that wasn't a very good trade. They didn't have Eclipse on there. They didn't have enough burst damage. OD already had the mech out, so he was fine. Entirely fiery ice. Woo, careful, man, careful. Taking a team fight like that, they needed a really good Ravage, but it wasn't happening coming in from that side. They probably needed to like use it for a counter initiation. At this point, taking the aggression is really risky. I guess they didn't realize how many heroes are behind this OD. Well, I think they knew. But here we go. But no fault to Remorse. It's a really hard position to play from. You got wrecked in the middle just because of the hero lineup. But at this point, it might just be better to play defensively. Elite German down bot. He does have a bottle. He could look to pick it up. Maybe start something with it, but but the ulti is down, and they're just gonna siege this tier 2 pretty easily. Swarm is being thrown out. There's another guy. Janitor might be in trouble. Vanique. Oh, there's Undying Tombstone. Does get the ultimate off. That's very nice. Remorse is going to go down. Crystal Maiden ulti as well. Weaver trying to do something. Oh my gosh, too much damage. He's gonna go down. I think he's gonna go down. Chakram actually misses just barely. He lives. Still again not using his Midas. It just can't. I mean, he either always has to fight. Or I don't know, or just stay away and try to live. But oh, Jimmy, where's the X? Oh, there's gonna get the torrent. Does he get the timing off? Let's see. No, but oh, it doesn't matter. Jimmy goes down. I wouldn't be surprised to see the GG any moment now. I mean, they might look for one more team fight with the Tidehunter Ravage. But then that would be their last chance. Do they have a good total lineup? It's not bad. It's really not that bad. Luna's damage is actually not kittens, but her survivability is kind of weak. Okay, bot lane. Weaver needs to be careful. Does have 1,000 gold in the bank. Could look to TP out. Yep, nice awareness. OD could have. Ooh. All right, that was close. But anyways, OD finished up the 4-staff, finished up the mech. He's rich as hell, and so does this Kunkka. Already got the Crystallis. Holy moly! Shadowblade. Oh, actually, he didn't go for Shadowblade, but he could look for it. It doesn't matter. I guess he just wants the damage. They're going to siege all the outer towers and look to starve the opponent. And why not? That's a safer play. Honestly, I think they could probably breach high ground. Because looking at the gold and EXP graph, yes. This is only 18 minutes in, guys. This is a heck of a lead. But it's okay. They're going to instead take all the towers, and try to break and try to starve him, get a few more pickoffs, and then break high ground. Although this Weaver is going to be a pain in the butt. Can't TP, and yet who is TPing over? It's going to be the OD. Not that it matters, because OD doesn't have a way of. Well, I guess he could. What's his int difference? It's like 65 plus 29. Weaver, where you at, man? His is 36 plus 6. Maybe if you get 1 or 2 right clicks with imprisonment and then throw down the Insanity's Eclipse, it might be good. It might be good. CM Illusions chilling around. Oh, Kanka going for the dataless rush. It's basically a dataless rush. Phase boots into Midas into dataless. That's a, oh my god, please. Are we gonna look for some big crits already early on? Let's see. Okay, just kidding. It wasn't even that good. Fiery Ice, you disappoint me. Where's that RNG? I wanna see a big crit. Big crit with just a Crystallis. But they're going to go in and try to pick off the OD. Oh, no, just want the last outer tower. And then look for pickoffs, like I said earlier. But probably my camera work is probably making you guys sick. So Janitor, what does he have? Does he have anything good? Well, actually, he's looking for 4-step. I really like 4-step. More people like the Blink Dagger. I guess it's preference. I mean, Blink Dagger is nice, get an initiation, but I really like 4-step because you can save people. And there's a smoke up. This is their last chance. If they do not win this fight, it's all over. Tidehunter really trying to come in. Do they have the Gale? Oh no, this is already a pretty bad fight. Oh, can't get the Ravage off. Really wants a Ravage. Oh, Crystal Maiden ulti is there. The Ravage does hit, but it's not enough that you can't follow it up. OD Tide is going to go down. Oh, that's a big ulti. They do kill 2 already. Alchemist is not going to survive. Oh, he tried to get the unstable concoction out. Luna is still alive. Could have the Eclipse. Weaver is back as well. And then they can't defend this. They really can't. I mean, as soon as Jorah tries to get close for the Eclipse, he's just going to get bursted down. He's just going to get right-clicked. He's just going to get magical damage onto him at all times. And look, they're already back. Venomancer could just TP in and suicide his life to get a Poison Nova out. Oh, it's actually not going to do that. But they're going to do one last defense. There's a Helmet Dominator, possibly. Ooh, they really want the Alita. They will find Janitor. Janitor will die. They actually will back up. They're winning this team fight. Weaver's damage is not to Kitten, but Tombstone is still down. But he'll have it in 3 seconds. 3 seconds, and this might be it. 2-1. Oh, Eclipse, wasted Eclipse. They might need to just back out right now. Yeah, I would call back. Kanka is there. Oh no. They really want the... Oh, wow. OD is going to feed his life away. That's a godlike strike. 1,300 gold to Jorah. And I thought, wow, that I certainly... I don't know. I think it could have been... it's hard to say. I honestly think the Radiant team, if they had just been a little bit more... I don't know, tenacious, they could have taken the tower, taken the racks, and just kept on going. I'm not sure why they backed up. I guess they wanted to wait for the Tombstone, but there was no Tombstone in that case. But ooh, Weaver takes a lot of damage. There's an X. Wow, does get the X. We'll get another splash. Fiery Ice doing a good job so far. Does have the Daedalus. But anyways, Godlike Strike given up. I think Luna picked it up as well. And she does have something coming. It's probably going to be parts of that Yasha. No, it's a Mithril Hammer. Okay, they're going to go BKB. I like that. Never mind. That's a better choice. I wasn't even thinking. BKB, good choice. Well, just trying to see if there's like a farmer over there. Nope, no go. Fire Ice. Could just steal the Ancients. Why not? Could just... Oh, has he decided to go steal Ancients? I don't know. I'm going to take this chance to take a sip of water. And oh man, that's a lot of hate. Just going to already block up the Ancient camp. Not that Luna could ever get to it, but oh my god, they're really expecting like, you know, some sort of rush attempt or some sort of Ancient attempt. And Venomancer doing the right thing, throwing out the word, thinking that something might be up. OD he's gonna go high ground. We'll get the Alchemist, but Vanique might die. Yes, he will. I can't even get the ulti off. Alchemist is gonna go die as well. He popped the ultimate, but it just wasn't enough. He melts, and this will be very easy Roshan. Venomancer ulti up, still up. Tidehunter still up. Luna doesn't have her Eclipse, but she might have it by the time this Roshan dies. Maybe, but Roshan's already dying pretty quickly. I have to say, Tide could look. Does he? What does he have? He's gonna go for BKB. He's or just getting tank ability. Has the Ogre Clip first. Probably not even close to his Mithril Hammer quite yet. they look to push the base. It's 14,000 gold lead and like 8,000 EXP lead. But okay, let's be optimists, I guess. Remorse's team 14. Jorah's team as well. They could look to, if they can get one team wipe, they'll definitely get like maybe 2 or 3 towers, and then they'll shrink that goalie to maybe like 4 or 5,000. So it has to be like a complete team wipe with a lot of survivables. But they have to get everything perfectly. They have to cause a lot of dissonance on this Radiant side. But we'll see how that goes. And Timber Salt, they're just pushing it in slowly but surely. OD will like have an infinite amount of mana, because you can just like basically once you max out Essence Ores, you just leave this Arcane Orb at all times. It's actually kind of interesting. I really like it.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Already, wow, the top tower was Radiant's top tower. Oh, was denied. Okay. So OD's no longer there. They're not going to force the issue without it. Oh, actually, they will force it without it. But Alchemists are already dead. Jorah popping the Eclipse, but they can't see anything up. That's a boat. It will hit. Actually, that only hits Fire Ace over there. Undying's Tombstone is there. Wow, Ravage was even used. Janitor just barely dies. Is anyone else? Weaver on the backside actually ends too. Does kill the Kunkka, but does he have enough to clean up? OD is coming in through the top walnut. Is there trying to burst out the tide? Remorse is just gonna walk out just fine. I think so. No, maybe. I don't know. Is he just gonna pop his ulti right there? Yes. Well, that was pretty funny. But Weaver might be in trouble. We'll need to back out. They're just gonna take this now. That was a good fight already. They saw that the OD was gone, and they tried to fight that without the OD, and it actually turned out decently. It seemed like, I mean, okay, maybe not so much. They lost everybody but the Weaver, but now this tier 3 tower is going to get sieged. They don't have their ultis anymore. They only cleaned up the Kunkka, but at least Kunkka's streak ended. What is this, a double Daedalus? Okay, double Daedalus always confuses me. Why go for double Daedalus? Isn't it better to just go like, if you want to really go man mode, just go like Divine or something. MKB I think would be really nice as well. You could get like a Shadow Blade quick crit. But now they're just gonna siege. Are they gonna try to break the base? Elita is there. He still have Aegis, of course. Walnut probably might throw out his Chocom. Yeah, he will. It does have his Arcane Boots if he's looking for that. Fiery Ice. Oh, is he going to get a stun? He's going to. Oh, it does get the stun on Janitor. Are they going to go on this? No, they probably should. And they don't. They have interest. They should place one down. It'd just be much more convenient. You can place one on the top of the hill. Go for it. But nope, there's the initiation from the OD. Will they have it? Does he have the hammer? No, he doesn't have it quite yet. Jimmy, whoa, he melts. Undying is there. Oh no, 14 players gonna go down. Maybe I can't tell. No, Sakuchi's away. Vanik might die, however. I think he might be the sacrificial lamb. They really want him. No, oh, does get it. Kunkka kills him with the torrent, I believe, unless he got the crit on the bug. I can't tell. Oh, Ravage is there. They're so low. Fiery Ice is gonna die. Elita is gonna die. I think no, that's just an Aegis. Remorse does get picked off. Undying. Oh, I was like, whoa, what's up? Jorah is gonna die as well. Buy back. Well, do they have enough? Venomance actually probably should have TP'd right there, but it's okay. But they somehow hold once again. Oh, Tidehunter, you saw how quickly you died last time. Walnut is there. OD might as well just turn around and just kill everybody. I think he should. He's just scared. Oh no, he's going to go down with the Eclipse, and already they somehow team wipe him with buybacks, and this is what I was talking about. Will they be able to push this? I don't know. Double kill for the Luna with she saves the Eclipse, and that's a good thing. She does have her BKB, so maybe things are looking bright for this Dire side. Now they can maybe take 1 or 2 towers. They don't have their ulti. OD does. OD, they fought without that ulti last time. And we're going to look for a few dips. They're at least going to take this tier 1 tower here. I think so anyways. Unless Kunkka wants it. Yeah, Weaver will take it. He actually comes for drums. He's going for, not really for damage, just survivability. His damage is kind of kittens. Oh, Alchemist is going to stun himself, Jimmy. Well, he's going to do some EE, some dodge. Or he's just going to take it like a man. So I think it's actually really cool if you can get that dodge. Oh, if you can cancel that TP. No. Oh, so close. Hesitated just a little bit. Actually, I don't think he saw him. I don't think he could see. Yeah, I don't think he had vision for that. But somehow they hold, and now it's time to see like the damage of that team fight. The hold actually wasn't that good. Well, it does tip a little bit, mostly because of the tower. But they pick up some crucial items because of that team fight. Weaver is going to go for Desolator. I don't mind that at all. But there's a Hex Stick for the OD. He basically goes bank and gets a Hex Stick. Going to get some like Hex Stick initiation. And game will be good. Game will be good. OD 14, 2, and 5, doing well for himself. Kunkka. Did he finish up his double daily list yet? No, not yet. But they're going to push out the top. They still don't have racks. It's 29 minutes in. And I thought they could have gotten it at like 20 minutes or like 18 minutes. They could have gotten it 10 minutes ago, in my opinion, but it's okay. Remorse actually has been on point with his ravages lately after like his second or third one. The first one he landed pretty well. But that last ravage was really crucial in winning that fight. They couldn't burst him down quickly enough. He actually he doesn't have quite that survivability. He's 2-9-7, not having the best day of his life. But Luna, I'm going to go for Yasha. Really wants the damage, and we'll have it by then. But here's the fight. It's going to be crucial. All the ultis up for both sides. We'll see what happens. OD, I mean, watch for the hammer to at least instant kill like 2 or 3 heroes. Jimmy wants to throw a very nice and stable concoction. Let's see if he can hit like 2 heroes or 3 heroes. That will be key in this fight. They're just going to man mode this range Rex now. And actually, they will throw it out on Robos, man. And Elite is actually quite low. Vanik is there. Tidehunter might be low. Nice. Bo actually misses everything, but that's okay. You at least get the rum. But Mech up as well. Oh, Weaver. Oh, Ravage! Ravage. Is that enough? Do they have everything? Robo's man will die. Janitor. Oh my god. That's so much damage from Alita. Oh, BKB finally. Eclipse is there. They're winning this team fight. They won the team fight. Oh my gosh. I think CM's going to die. That's a team wipe. Again, the Ravage on point. Luna's position was absolutely superb. It was absolutely superb. I can't explain how superb it was. It was so superb. It was superb. Jeez, like it's like that one macaroni and cheese commercial where the guy's like, I like cheese so much that I like cheese on my cheese. Like, jeez, the back off BKB, because he basically. Did he get hit at the Sanity's Eclipse? I can't remember. Even if he did, he just backed up and went back in so he doesn't get concentrated on automatically Remorse being the hero of that team fight. And I'm sucking Remorse's dick, basically. But he got a very nice ravage while people were retreating. They were scared of the Venomancer ulti. It was just a level 2, guys. It's not that scary, to be honest. And now they're going to regret not having the BKB. I'm pretty sure OD used his Hex. I think he used his Hex. But Kunkka, I think now it's time to start turning the BKBs. If they gotten their BKBs earlier, at least the Radiant, I'm talking about the Radiant. If they gotten their BKBs earlier, this game might be a little bit easier. But now it's time to look at, oh my gosh, what was that? Look at that. The EXP graph has shot down. It's like bloop, and all the way back down. It's even now. Game is even for the EXP. Gold graph, of course, is still hurting a bit, but you take a couple towers and that will be it. You take these 3 towers, and that's basically what's separating these two teams right now. Still, I gotta say, in terms of who's in a better position, I would still rather be on a Radiant side. Of course, it's a bit demoralizing that you lost 2 team fights in a row. The first one that you kind of lost, it wasn't even that big of a loss, and it's Roshan is up. Oh, despite this other game, but first one you didn't really lose. You forced some buybacks. Yes, you died a couple times, but that second one was a blatant loss. They got outplayed that fight. Tidehunter Ravage was so on point. I think they need a ward up here. That might help. And as a support in a situation like this, sometimes you feel like your team is just wrecking so hard that you just want to slack on the ward and you're just like, yeah, we're winning by a lot. Who needs wards, guys? Who needs wards? The Undying pick, he is going to start petering out. We saw that a little bit. I mean, it didn't seem like he was doing that much damage, but he's going for a Heaven's Halberd. I think that's one of the better items you can get. Can really shut down the Luna, but they're going to try to contest. Do they know it's there? Are they going to kill it fast enough? They probably will. Is it going to be fight? I don't know. Weaver's not there. Oh no, they won't be able to contest this, and this might be crucial. There's a hex stick up. They're going to take this pretty quickly. OD picks it up as well. It's too late. They need to back out now. Luna GTFO does get does pick up a hyper. So I'm not sure what he's going to go for. Maybe the AC. I don't know if I like the AC at all. Probably at least finish up your Mantis Stone. Okay, whatever. They do pick up some towers. They're going to do some a damn annoying split push. Remorse doesn't have his blink dagger, but who flipping cares about blink dagger if you can just walk in ravages easily like that? They're gonna go for the push. Here we go. They won't be able to backdoor this. I don't think so. Let's see. They don't have the creep wave. Oh, never mind. You can backdoor this. Do you even have regen in this? I can't even remember. There's a Venomance ult. Is there going to be Tide Ravage? Tide Ravage! Here we go. There's going to be the Eclipse as well. BKB is finally out. There's Insanity's Clip. It does a lot of damage, but Luna's still alive. OD is going to have to come back on this. Oh my god. It's so much as godlike. Godlike for the Weaver. He's so goddamn fast. Oh my gosh, a Piglet kills CM. How bad do you feel about that man fight between OD and the Venom and the Weaver? But I think Weaver will go out. If they go man up like this, OD might win. Oh, they have no way of canceling this. Elita will get out just fine. Let's just follow this. Oh, what happened? Team? Oh, here you go. Yeah, it's like a little rocket. Does it do any damage? Boop. Nope. Okay. They couldn't kill him. Still another victory for this 4T side. OD didn't die. They do get a lot of kills off of that. But yes, now they're starting to invest in BKBs. They're starting to look, alright guys, this is kind of derp. Kunkka, he needed to get at least one splash on the entire team. If he can get one crit, I think they win the team fight. But his positioning will be crucial. And without the Shadow Blade, it's going to be much harder to do something like that. The other option is you can do it Sing Sing style. I don't know if Sing Sing created it. You X yourself, walk up to the creep wave, or like you X yourself, count what I think it's like 4 seconds. Yeah, count 1, 2, 3, crit, or try to crit on the creep wave, and then as they try to chain stun you to death, you get sent backwards with the hex, and that might be the easiest way to set up one of those splash damage crits that can win you team fights. But of course, that's all very technical. Sometimes when you're in the heat of game, you don't think of something cool like that. But OD, he's on the hunt. If he finds Remorse, it won't be that big a deal because, I mean, 40 seconds before his ulti. Does he have buyback? He does not have buyback because he bought back before that last engagement. Probably regretting it because he had his blink dagger right there. Because even if he bought back, the Weaver was just doing a lot of damage. The Desolator doing so much for him, and the Aura with the Luna. And actually, this is a very interesting combination. I like it a lot. OD actually gets to pick off on Jimmy. Jimmy way out there. Not sure what he's doing. He has 1,000 gold. He's 0-11 and 16, looking for the Melko Ward. He can buy back. And to try to get some unstable concoction and get the acid spray. Don't underestimate acid spray. Acid spray with the Desolator with the Luna Aura is actually quite damaging, especially you get the Luna Aura bounces. And Jorah going to clean up some ancient camps, going for the AC just like we expected. BKB is very nice for him. He's almost finished the AC also. Just needs a recipe, but doesn't have buyback. Keep that in mind. This might be crucial. If he gets picked off early and he's already far from the team, this is not looking too good. Already Venomancer Ward just being a pain, but they need a glyph. They need a glyph. Don't lose the range Rex. Oh, they're using the range Rex. Is there going to be a TP in from the Tide? I don't know if he's going to do it. I'm not sure. If they lose the range Rex, they need to fight very, very soon. Otherwise, this might be pretty bad. Alita, gets stunned up. He might get bursted down. Venomancer is there. There's the rum boat thing, and they're going to go. Tide Ravage is there. It does only hit 2. This might be looking too bad right now. Can they complete the comeback? I don't know. The rum's doing so much work. OD is, oh my god, it's so much damage. They waited the BKB out. Weaver is going to die as well. Luna doesn't have buyback. Oh wait, they do get 2 kills. How? I'm confused. But it is 4. Weaver buys back. Now he wants to defend his base. But I'm surprised they were able to get that. I'm not sure where that damage came from. 4T is hunting. He's hunting like a boss. But nope, doesn't have anything. Looking to finish a Butterfly. But again, the cores for the Radiant side gets picked off. But so did the Dire that time. I think the Radiant won that fight only because they had 2 survivors. And Timbersaw, we'll see. I mean, it looks like he's going to go Shivs. Yeah, once the Shivas. That's going to be important. They keep banging their heads against this. It's going to be really hard. I can't tell you what's going to happen now. Already, I thought for a second that the Radiant had this in the bag. And it's not so easy to split push unless Kunkka gets boots of travel. And he's gonna go for the Shadow Blade. It's probably one of the latest Shadow Blades you'll ever see completed on Kunkka that has like double Daedalus. He wants that escape mechanism. He wants that setup purposes. But again, I still think you could look for the X mark the spot combination. Well, we'll see how it goes. That time they did have a ward up here. Actually, that's slightly downhill. Oh, bit of misplacement. And is there a gem? Gem is there. Sheaves already finished up for the Timber Saw. I wasn't expecting that at all. It's probably because he ended Weaver's godlike streak. Was that right? He killed the. Where's the godlike streak of Weaver? I guess he just died a bit too early for me to take a peek at it. Invisroom bot, that could be nice for whoever picks it up. Could look to get some warding done. Ooh, Jorah does have buyback, but actually chooses to just buy out for the recipe. This will be really big. He has to time his BKB perfectly. There is a Shadow Blade up on the Kunkka, so finally looking for the extra damage. And how close are these guys to the BKB? Oh, already BKB up on the OD, BKB up on a Timber Saw. This might be looking too good. Kunkka probably might get BKB himself. There's a Heaven's Hopper for Undying. He did survive that, so that's kudos to him. Undying 4-4 and 28, not too shabby, and been involved in a lot of kills. 32 kills. It's actually. We'll see how that goes. CM, meanwhile, 3-7 and 21, not too shabby himself. Hasn't made any progress on items. That's to be expected. She has been dying a lot. Just a Tide Ravage and like Weaver 2 shots them. But they have the gem. Oh my gosh, Jimmy, what you doing, man? What you doing? Couldn't even do anything. Does he have buyback? No, he doesn't even have buyback. They're one man down. I guess it doesn't matter too much because he's gone for the Milk Award. Never mind, he doesn't have the Milk Award. He has 2 kills already. He had 2 kills that fight. But Walnut, Jorah actually pops the BKB already. Bo is down. Rum is on the team. They're trying to right click him. We'll get one already. Undying is dead. There's a time lapse already. Tide Hunter might die. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. 4T might die. Doesn't have buyback. Keep that in mind. Can't man fight. It does get Hex. Wants to get out. Maybe might get out. We'll see. Ooh, Fiery Ice doesn't get the splash damage on him quite yet. 4T trying to juke him. He could actually just man mode him, but he's not going to. He's scared as hell. The cores survive for both teams. Very, very low. They were very lucky. But once again, the Dire holds out. I think maybe they need another Roshan. They're banging their head on this top tower. And at this point, even if you get that top racks, I'm not sure what to expect. You get the top racks, this team can still come back at you. 4T player 704 doing a really good job. Holding out for his team. Once the butterfly will have buyback in like 2 minutes, so he'll need to keep a track on that timer for now. But BKB's starting to go low. Let's see what Weaver. He's down to 8. Remember, the Dire team got their BKBs earlier. Luna's down to 7. Well, actually, 6 for the Timber Saw. And OD actually bought it not that long ago. It's only down to 9. He's only used it like once, maybe twice. I think twice. So we'll see how this goes. Once again, see him not having the best game of his life or her life. Man, that's such a good set. Love it. Venomancer, how is he been doing? He picked up the gem. Is he going for a Hex Stick? This will be very interesting. Jimmy, are you going to get caught out again? He's actually working on Pipe. That has maxed out Grievel's Greed, so maybe could look the farm. Oh, they're not going to get him. Shadow Bladed up. He's fine. Swarm going out on the here just to see if there's a bait somehow. But yeah, we still got a bit of time before you get that Roshan timer in. Stout Shield drop, making a fool of themselves over Stout Shield. Remorse needs to be careful. Of course, his ravages are crucial. If he whiffs one, game over. I don't expect him that because you catch out the supports. Weaver and Luna can pick him off quickly. And as we saw, the glaives are doing a lot of damage, and her right clicks now kind of hurt, and it's speedy. No. Assault Keras is just too good to just ignore. And they're going to make another head-banging charge from the Dire. They think it's about time. Oh, they're right behind him. This might be really good. There's a smoke. Did they see the smoke? They want to go in. It's time to go in. Fiery Eyes getting a Ravage. No, gets X up already. No, gets disrupted. Fiery Ice is going to go down. He dies so easily. Ravage actually hits 3 heroes. They pick up the CM. This is looking really bad. Robo's man might die. Needs to pop his ulti, and he has a shot. No, never mind. JK Eclipse is going out. There's a BKB for Walnut. He probably. Oh, he got glimpse. He got stunned before the hammer gets dropped. That's a team wipe. This team wipe. It's going to be reverse Raxing. Oh my gosh, they're gonna go on this. Weaver is going back top. He wants to defend his tower. Yes, there we go. Look at this go. There's no ultis left whatsoever. There is not a glyph. Joro should be fine. Oh no, Konga by himself can defend this because he can just get an easy crit. I need to be careful. Joro. Oh, I was expecting that. I gotta say, I was expecting that. Bit of a shame. Roshan is now up, and whoever goes for it, I think Weaver can solo him. Just bring your entire team. You can go for it. Yes, Acid Spray is there. They need to go. Kunkka is there. OD is not. They can't fight this. I think this is going to be the Roshan that goes. This one's cheese too. Don't forget, guys. This one's cheese, and this is going to make some owners very, very happy to have cheese. And okay, Remorse again lands an amazing a Tide Ravage. Honestly, I wasn't. Honestly, like I would ban Tide maybe against this guy. Maybe not. I don't know. But see, a cheese for the Weaver. I like this one. He does have 5,400 gold, and wow, a lot of it unreliable. Might as well pick up your Eagle Song. You could just straight up buy out the Butterfly and just split push the hell out of things. But of course, you always gotta be careful. And Weaver actually took out the tier 3 here. When did that happen? This game has turned into a monster of one. What looked like a one-sided affair soon turns out to be definitely one for the ages. Okay, maybe not. That's definitely exaggerating. Not the game of the ages. That would be like TI3 Navi versus Alliance game 5. That was one for the ages. But regardless, I like it when people or when teams go past my predictions. My theory crafting is shit to begin with, but you know, I theory craft because I think they're kind of good. Anyways, if we take a peek, I mean, Luna, she doesn't have buyback, does she? No, she does. Yeah, she doesn't have buyback. She finished up the Manta style. She needs probably one more damage items, maybe make like a MKB, and we're looking at something decent. Oh, they want in again. Remorse. Oh, I do wrap around. Do they know? Actually, don't want to go high ground on this. They have the wards, though. They have the vision of them. I think they know they're going to wrap around this way. No, they're being indecisive. Remorse, of course, wants to go in first. He does have the Aegis. He might just sacrifice himself. Maybe pretending like he's getting baited. Oh, don't throw the Ravage. Just throw the Gush. Get the slow down. They do get the stun. Robo's man might die here. Here we go. Yes, going to kill him. Bolt coming in. Undying does get this tombstone down. Janitor trying to throw ulti. He wasn't good enough. 2 down for one side. Aegis down for the Tide Hunter. Buyback from the Alchemist. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. Hammer gets dropped. Elita, they need to concentrate him down. BKB there. Oh, he's so sad. Baited him. You need to. Oh, okay. Not good timing. But Elita's going to die again. Kunkka was dead. 10% only survivor right now. And this game has dragged on too long. They banged their heads too many times trying to go high ground, and team must not be happy. It's a throw. It's a throw. But don't take anything away from 4T. Both. I mean, it's at fault for both teams. It's because of both teams. Kunkka. I mean, I think it's certainly manly to go double dataless, but at the same time you have to think maybe going to BKB would have been different. Maybe you would have a different story. Maybe you could have ended it with the BKB. OD got one, but your core Kunkka did not. He couldn't even get any splash damage in a ridiculous fight like that. The smoke gank from the Dire worked out beautifully for them, and this will be Rax. Who would have expected that the first melee Rax will go down? But anyways, buyback from the OD. Not that it matters. Oh, Hextech. Remorse is going to be dead. Do they have a force staff? I don't know. No, they can't burst them down. Instead, they're going to have another defense. Tombstone is dropped, but they're just going to back out. Jimmy's dead. Bye, Jimmy. Jimmy? Oh, he's gonna walk out.
Yo, green dudes.
With 405 moves. Oh, he gets out.
In your bottom.
Wow. Okay. Jimmy, I thought you were dead. Okay, you're fine. Well, 2-14-26. Nice KDA. KDA of 2 actually. What ended up looking like to be like a 0.5 KDA is now a 2, so it's not too bad. Venomancer doing a lot for him, for his team. 210 and 26 hasn't made any progress, but his warding, his defensive warding has just been beautiful. Without these wards to spot that they were there, there's no way that surprise wraparound gank would have worked. No way. You gotta be careful with that. The reason why you don't want to put that up there is because now your opponents might suspect you warded. Because you know the only part of the reason you would throw one up there is to try to deward. You don't want to just throw it randomly. But that's just minor details, and I'm just rambling for that. Luna, what you got? BKB Mantis style 3,300 gold and a bank. Probably looking at an Eagle song, but buyback. Don't forget the buyback. Oh, we'll go for the heart. Okay, all right, heart. Cute. That's cute. But you know, oh, actually, Satanic. She's probably going to turn this into Satanic. Never mind, I'm retarded. I'm probably going to turn this into Satanic. But you know, it doesn't have buyback. That's really scary. You know, they've been fighting like constantly. Yeah, you need the gold for the buyback. This might cost them. We'll see how it goes. Rax healing up pretty quickly, and now the Radiant are scared. They can't take a fight like that easily again. So they're gonna just farm up some items. Shiva's up on the Tempersol has been nice, but his damage hasn't been like that great quite yet. Maybe another option is you can go Vel. Your damage will be better. CM's damage will be better. Undying's damage could be better. OD's damage would be better. I think Vel would be amazing for this side. If you don't want Vel, maybe Undying can get it. He hasn't been having a good day either. The Vanguard's just doesn't scale too well. I mean, I go Vanguard only because what other item should you go for? Everything else is just too expensive, and you need that immediate damage, block, and HP. There we go. The Dire Ward spots him rotating top. Kunkka has a DD. They know he has a DD. Crit. Yep. It's a lot of damage. No damage though. No crit though. He's going for AC. He's just really not respecting the magical stuns and damage from the Dire side. So won't go for BKB, and they're just gonna try to split push their way through this. Of course they can do another smoke. Are they gonna do another smoke? Do I see another smoke? Smoke? No smoke. Okay, no smoke. But they want to just pressure all the lanes at the same time. We'll see how this turns out. Weaver Bucks is they're just trying to scout. Whew, man, this late game standoff, always something. It's a doozy, gotta say. But the Dire side, do they have the lead in gold? No, it's dead even. EXP, it's also pretty much dead even. The Dire did grab a small advantage, but now it's pretty much even. Roshan, he's not up quite yet, so they're just gonna keep on going. They're roaming as 5. They're scared, and I understand that. But Kunkka finished up the AC. Oh, they do get it, but Remorse pops his BKB. This might be the time to go. You need to back out, man. And they're just gonna go heal up. BKB is down for Remorse. They know that. This might be a big chance. It's down for 65 seconds. Are they gonna make a move? Man, so much money for this guy. Does he have buyback? No, he doesn't have buyback. OD does have buyback, but he doesn't have boots of travel, so it won't matter if he can join the fight. Has Luna farmed her buyback yet? That's an important question. No, she does have finished Satanic, but if she gets locked down, things could get a bit dicey for them. And again, this Radiant Sign's going to bang their head on this. We'll see if this time they can break through. I don't know. Do they have the damage for this? I don't know. And actually I thought the Radiant Sign was going to take that Rax, but they end up not doing it. The towers are even now. It's almost mirror images of each. Well, actually, I mean, this Radiant Rax is down. It's a minuscule advantage at most. And Tide, that's really ballsy. They see the Tide is down. They could try to break up, though they know that Tide can just TP in. He will have his BKB up in 7 seconds. And are they going to go? They're just going to try to chip away at the tower. Robo's man has now, lost most of his effectiveness. He's just there to be a Heaven's Halberd user. They tried already pushing out the lanes. You could always TP in. He's keeping an eye, just right clicking, keeping an eye on these things. And I don't know, they might lose something like this if they don't hurry.
Middle tower, everyone, go now.
I think if they can just quickly burst down a hero, be nice. A force staff might be good. Force staff into a hex. They see the Luna. They could just force staff hex and then BKB and just right click her to death. I think that might be the best chance for them. Remorse. Has been dicey. No, he's backing up. He sees them. He wasn't sure if they were going for him. Now he's hiding in a tree. Good map awareness. And now they're going to check the Roshan. They're not sure if Roshan's up yet. He'll be up in 20 seconds. Who catches him? No, excuse me. But no, they're just going to walk right past to see him. Be left behind a tidbit. And oh no, they're gonna just leave it. Tidehunter, knowing that they might be coming for him, leaves the lane. Oh my gosh, remorse, man, remorse. X Factor right here, X Factor, and they get the Roshan. They're gonna get the Roshan. There's no way. Actually, there's a way they can see it. This ward does see it. Can they stop it? Can they stop it? We will see that he's taking a lot of damage. They will be. They'll be here on time. I think maybe here we go. No, they're not gonna get it on time. Do you give it to the Weaver? Luna picks it up. I like this choice. Who gets the cheese? Remorse gets the cheese. All right. Good one. And now the last two Roshans have gone to the Dire. Kunkka, what has he been working on? He's got 2,800 gold. He's just going to save for buyback. Finally, boots of travel for the OD, but he doesn't have buyback. He needs to farm it up. And the advantage, I think, so far is for T. I mean, they're still huddled up together because they can't ever go by themselves. But, I mean, at the same time, maybe neither the Dire Radiant could do it as well. They can't really push out the lanes, I guess. We'll see because Vanique, 2,200 gold, probably going to save it for buyback. I'm sure he wants that hex. Not that it matters too much. Maybe he could go for a force staff. But I think buyback is most important for him. He needs to ensure that he gets his ulti off. Because you're, buying back to do what, like 500 damage or right clicks. If that, you might get like 200 and like 2 plague wards. But don't take anything away from these supports. They've done an excellent job warding, even though when they were down, they've had some defensive wards. But this high ground defense has been so successful to the point where they might even be leading. Oh, there's another smoke up. We saw how good it was last time. And they're going to wrap around almost the exact same. No, okay, they're not going to wrap around the exact same way. They need to be careful going up high ground like that. They don't have wards this time. Fiery Ice. They get revealed. Is there going to be a Gale? Gale actually misses. They cannot see him. Oh, there's a Gush. They want Fiery Ice. Who has the gem? Tide has the gem. Boat coming in. Will miss everybody. Fiery Ice looks to be dead. They're going to concentrate him down. This might be a big deal. Ravage is there. BKB for the Walnut. Walnut going to try to burst him down. No, instead, it's Kunkka dead. Walnut is soon to follow. Yes, Lucent Beam is there. OD has backed away. There's no way they can fight that now. The Smoke Gang once again succeeding for this side. And Weaver picks up the Undying. They're going to look to break base. I mean, OD still have his ulti. Don't get me wrong. Could look for... Oh, they're going to try to man fight this. You have a Hex. Oh, no. He knows he needs to be in trouble. He's going to juke this, I think, successfully. Very much successfully. Oh, now he wishes he had the BKB. And certainly getting cocky. The Radiant side got cocky. Felt like they could break base. And I thought they could too. But... I don't know. I think they lacked the manned initiation to force staff hex onto Jorah, and they could concentrate him down, or force staff hex into the Weaver. By the time you force staff and hex them, you can pop your BKB. You have enough time, and they'll all try to swarm you, and you just drop your OD ulti. And I think you could win the fight that way. That's all theory crafting, so I can't even tell you that. But there we go. Rax will fall. OD is there. Well, actually, I don't know. Will they be able to defend it? I don't know. The Luna does. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. Glyph was down. OD ulti was there, but it's not as impressive as it used to be. Jorah, now he's going to right click. Now does get the Hex off. Does get the Aegis off. Needs to be a bit careful. Weaver could look to go back in. No, doesn't have the... He could look TP. No, BKB TP. No, not possible. Has died. Will sacrifice her life. Killing spree is gone. But they get the first melee Rex of the game. 57 minutes and 30 seconds. 57 minutes and 30 seconds. And a game that looked like it was done at the 20-minute mark has now dragged on to almost the hour mark. Whew, wow. What do I say? And I think my girlfriend texted me, so I need to get back to her soon. Final week's winding down for Duke, so we'll see how it goes. Venomancer, 2,800 gold. Did he die again? I don't think he died that fight. Yeah, I don't think anybody from the Radiant died that fight except for Luna when she overextended just slightly. She doesn't even have to burn a buyback either. So she'll be fine. And still, at this point, maybe the Radiant has to just stick S5. They don't. I mean, Kunkka's the only good split pusher, but now because they have a gem, he could get caught out very easily. Stacked a little bit. Has 2,800 gold, but he wants to save it for buyback. Actually, doesn't have buyback. He should just go ahead and buy out whatever he wants. Weaver is. Oh my gosh, that's so fat. Just needs to get boots of travel, and plus one more item. What item do you get? Another MKB. MKB. Yeah, go MKB because that's a Hearts Weaver. He's no longer going to be so easy to kill as we thought. Luna, 3,400 gold. Gonna save a buyback, and are they going to do a wraparound? Here we go. They're going to try to man fight their way, but there's a TPN from the Kunkka. It doesn't have buyback. They want another huge crit. They need it. They need it so badly. Oh, they're going to back up. They're not sure where this Radiant side is. They might need another smoke. Venomancer, 3,000 gold in a bank for this guy. Split push and cheers from the OD. OD, is he going to go Divine? I don't think so. I don't see this turning into a Divine. Probably MKB. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, maybe he sees the evasion. Yeah, Luna actually buys out once again. Does not say for buyback. Man, that's really ballsy. I don't know. At this stage in the game, I mean, you're winning team fights. I think there's no point to just buy out something like that because you could still get wiped. You get wiped and you don't have buyback. Things could be different. We'll see if that determines the game. Let's see if that's a turning point at all. 704, man, those deeps. 4,800 gold. Probably gonna look for another damage item. So OD, he also has buyback. I think just barely. No, he doesn't. Needs to be very careful. Oh, are they going to be the ones that get the wraparound kick? No, they see him. I think there is a circle drawn by Green, which is Alchemist. No, they're just gonna back out. They're really scared. They're really freaking scared. They're just gonna hide. They're gonna do some like shenanigans, some interesting gank shenanigans. That'd be cute. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I did this one gank where we all like pushed out the lane together, and then like after we pushed out the lane, we hid in the trees, and then the entire opponent team actually pushed out this way. And as soon as they were there, I blinked out, and then I think I songed or something or ravaged. I can't remember who. I think it was Naga. And then we tried to win the team fight there. I think it broke even, that team fight. It was pretty good. Maybe they could look for something like that. Push out the lanes and then pretend like they back up, hide in the on the trees, have a smoke on you, and then go and try to force a fight that way. But Jorah is not there. He doesn't have his boots of travel, and I think they know that. If anything, this is time to engage. There's no way Luna can get there on time. We'll see. We'll see. This might be the finding. They just want to split push. Now they want to back up and try to meet up with Jorah. Kunkka was there in a Shadow Blade form. Well, goodbye, Creep Wave. Phew. Goodbye, Creep Wave. Well, he's going to go for MKB or maybe even Divine. I don't know. Both the OD and Kunkka could go for the Divine Rapier. Whew. Luna, farming up, really wants that butterfly. And then she'll be basically 6 slotted. Yep, finished out the butterfly. Again, not saving up for buyback. Now I'm going to look to push. Now I'm going to look for push. And know how the times have changed. Now it's the Radiant that are really scared to leave the base. OD can't even like go past these little tree lines. Venomancer, has he been able to buy anything? Oh, he's finally buys the Mystic stuff. He's like, all right, guys, I've been sitting on this billion amounts ago forever. Like, I don't care about buyback now. And why not? I mean, I think you're at this point thinking to go take a fight at the enemy base. If you die, well, I don't know. If you die, there's no chance you can buy back and make it there on time. And if your entire team dies and you're a support, nothing you can do. Maybe, I mean, Luna possibly might be able to man fight. Maybe, and it's unlikely though. Roshan is up. This will be what, the 5th Roshan, I think. I think the Dire still has the cheese on the Weaver. Okay, maybe not. I don't know if he used it at some point. But now Aegis cheese again. Going for the Dire to pass. The first 2 went to the Radiant. Last 3 have gone to the Dire. Quick. Wow.
Hey, someone check Roche.
Always beautiful.
What are they doing, Roche? Wait,
Whoa! Whoa! When did that happen? What? I wasn't expecting that. Who the hell expects a refresher on the Tide? And they're going to try to hide it. And they can. They know it's an invis, but it's possible. It's possible. They could get caught up. Maybe something happens with this. It's a double Ravage. He can pump fake with one of. He can like fake out one of them and then refresh and everybody be like, oh shit. And then Ravage again. He does have cheese. He can do it. No chance he runs out of mana. No chance. No chance he gets bursted down because you have the Kraken Shell. And it's a really good spell. I really like Kraken Shell. It's kind of stupid actually. But they're gonna try to make it go. Neither side really have pipes, and I guess it doesn't matter. They're just like, screw it, who cares? Pipes for noobs. Venomancer with the Hex Stick, but they're all just chilling. They really want to take the tower. Honestly, Weaver could just like chip, back away, chip, back away. Well, I guess you need to be careful. Who has the Aegis? Oh, Alchemist has the Aegis. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Honestly, I think with the TP Scroll, Weaver can just get the Aegis because they already have the momentum top. Alchemist is just going to go to town. He's already initiated. He can just die. He does have the Aegis. Oh, gets popped already, but BKBs were there. Oh, the ultimate was wasted. Walnut trying to man fight. Probably not the best idea in his life. Jorah is there. 704 is in a lot of trouble. He might die. Can he time lapse? He might be able to. Yeah, time lapse is already. Double Ravage already there. Everybody on the Radiant side low. They're going to take this. That's 4 dead. OD barely survives. Even had to pop the BKB. Sorry about that. There's a second set of racks. This might be GG. Nothing they can do. Kunkka short of buyback. Timbersaw short of buyback. Undying short of buyback. And game dragged on so long. It's an hour and 5 minutes. GG, well played. Called from janitor of cleanup crew, and they get mopped up. 4 tangos. Putting. Oh, and there we go. GG, well played. Both. It was a close game. But in the end, what can I say? You guys watched and witnessed the entire thing. Yeah, most of you guys probably gonna just skip around on YouTube. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Got a little bit tired. I hope you guys joined me for game 2.